almost 7:20 now. Listen to this. If you're looking to buy a home and really don't know the process, there's a seminar to help guide you through all of the steps. And joining us today, Joe Maez, to talk about a home buyers seminar coming up. Bank of Albuquerque, right, is hosting this one?
Bank of Albuquerque is sponsoring it in partnership with the Maez Group and Keller Williams Realty, correct?
Great. So you've got to really have your finger on the pulse of the home buying market right now. I'm curious where we stand today. What's your thought behind that?
Well, Albuquerque is in a really, really interesting position because we normally track about 2 years behind other markets like Phoenix and Vegas and California. So right now, you're starting to see the market heat up. So it's getting a lot more competitive for buyers out there. So we want them to be prepared.
Competitive in what sense? So in other words, more homes are being sold. So there's more of a demand.
Right. There's more of a demand for homes. We have investors coming into the market, snapping these new deals, these good deals up before the public can see them. And that's what's happening in bigger markets like California and Vegas and places like that. So we want our public to be prepared for that.
So you're out to help people with this seminar. What will you cover? What's the most basic thing that people need to know about home buying right now?
Well, we're going to start from everything from searching online to getting pre-approved. There's a difference between being pre-qualified and pre-approved. You got to know what you can do before you do it. Getting out there, looking at the properties, knowing what a home inspection is, knowing what an appraisal means, because a lot of people don't know that. They don't know these things, and then they wait till they're mid-process and they make a mistake or they're uneducated about it.
Is there a common mistake that people make when do they rush into it? Do they make snap decisions? What's the most common thing you see?
Well, it's easy to jump right in, right? And then once you're committed contractually to something, it's pretty hard to get out. So it's nice the common mistake is people do rush in. They don't have somebody to counsel them and guide them through the process. So that's what we're here to do.
You always hear these key terms too when it comes to home buying, and maybe people want to really snag a deal, so they'll look at foreclosures or short sales. Can you define what that is and whether it's a good idea to look at those in the first place?
I think it's a great time for a buyer to look at a short sale or foreclosure as long as they know what they're getting themselves into. You know, foreclosure is not a bad thing. A lot of times these foreclosures, and a foreclosure that we sell are the ones that the bank has actually taken back and it's owned by the bank. So the buyer doesn't have to worry about these things. But substantial savings, walking into instant equity, and you still get inspections and you still get all these things that buyers don't know. They're afraid of this as-is term that's out there, which, buying a house as is. You could still ask for repairs to be done. And a lot of times these banks are putting carpet and paint and new appliances into their homes.
So they're actually helping people despite the fact that it's a lower price. Get this house sold. They'd probably rather see it sold than not, right?
Correct, because it costs the bank more money to hold an asset over time.
That makes sense. All right, what would it take to actually get qualified? Is it easy to get qualified for a home loan these days?
It is, believe it or not. I mean, a lot of times people don't know that they can qualify with as little as $0 down, $500 down. Veterans sometimes $0 down, walk right in.
Wow.
Yeah. But $500 down, there's some programs out there, 5% down, no mortgage insurance. That's, mortgage insurance is that stuff that people pay if they don't put 20% down.
These are all such interesting facts. And I'm curious, Joe, give me the details on where people can go to get more information from you, what the seminar looks like this week.
Right. So we have a website. It's called homevitation.com. And we have a Facebook page that people could get on and go see us.
Homevitation.
Homevitation. It's an invitation to home buyers, and not just first-time home buyers. It could be home buyers that are coming in for the second time or third time or fourth time, and knowledge is power, right?
Sure is, and tax season, of course, is upon us, so a lot of people are going to be thinking, what could I do with a refund if I get one? And so if you're talking about a minimum down payment of $500, that's not bad. I mean, it's possible that could apply.
Right, and so with your tax rebate or tax return, some people are getting, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 back.
That sounds awesome.
And that could go right into a home.
Joe Maez, we appreciate it. Thanks so much. And again, don't forget about the home buying seminar this weekend. We'll be right back.